Habari ya mwaka mpya mwenzangu. Hello my fellow Kenyans. I'm your coach and the pioneer of Vision.Football Kenya. Jameni, tuzungumze, tuendelee kuzungumza. Leo, today, I want us to go back to that game. Yeah, just a few weeks ago, Uganda under 17 versus Kenya. That is the CECAFA tournament that was concluded just a week or so ago in Rwanda. Now, that loss, yeah, Uganda 5, Kenya 0. It is a serious beating. It is a serious loss. And we cannot leave it like that without analyzing that game and understanding as a country why are we suffering in every sector and why are our national teams suffering. Now, I want to say this. First of all, FKF has let us down as a country. Why? FKF started this project called the Center of Excellence, which is in Nairobi, in a place called Thome. Yeah, since 2017, yeah, they brought boys there as under 14 to stay there, to school from there, which is called homeschooling, to sleep there. And I've even seen their facilities where 4 boys are sleeping in one room in bunk beds. Yeah, zile vitanda vya gorofa. The boys are there in those rooms. We are told they are being homeschooled. They came there when they were under 14. They are going to take us to the World Cup 2026 in Mexico. Can you imagine? These boys will be in that Center of Excellence for 7 years or so, and they are expected to take us to the World Cup. This is what FKF has been telling Kenyans, that they have been shaping this team, which right now is under 17. But you saw what it was done to this team just by Uganda just a week ago. Therefore, what has FKF been doing? They have not been nurturing this team under 17. And believe me, because we all know very well that just a week before going to Rwanda, FKF embarked on a journey, yeah, to scout grassroots football. It went to different places, Kisumu, Mombasa, and Nairobi, and whatsoever, to scout this same age, under 17, and they were looking for 10 boys. Tell me this, one team is made of 11 players. So if they are scouting for 10 new players right before going to Rwanda, and they wanted to take them to Rwanda just in a week's time, what do you expect the kind of performance that grassroots players are going to perform in Rwanda at an international tournament? And then, what does that mean about the boys who we have been told they have been at the Center of Excellence since 2017? This FKF project Center of Excellence has flopped. It has failed. They have eaten our money, which is 29 million per year, and it has no results. If you can take 11 boys or 10 from the grassroots and they go to Rwanda the next week, what has been the point of having boys in the Center of Excellence for the last 3 years? Over 100 million have been sunk by FKF in that project. Now, that is a failed leadership. That is a failed judgment making. That is a failure in making professional decisions. That is a flop. And FKF has failed Kenyans in regard to nurturing a team called under 17. Leave alone that we have heard that those people who are in that under 17 team, in that place called Dome, some of them, yeah, they are not part of the national team. They are just kids from rich families. They pay money and they are in that team because they can pay their way. And if you want to believe this is true, when the team got to Spain, that team, FKF does not pay for that journey. The players have to pay the money. So that means these players are not from poor families. That alone is an illustration that players are coming from rich families around Nairobi and around Kenya, where players can pay money or bribe their way into the national team. That is not Kenya national team. We cannot have boys since under 14 trained for 3 years, yeah, in this Center of Excellence. Football have been their life, and they are going to lose 5-0 to Uganda. This is bad. This is wrong. Now, let us get into technicalities. How, as a coach, you watch your team beaten 5-0 and do nothing? Now, I want to criticize FKF coaches for this. I can accept 2-0. I can accept 3-0. I can accept even 4-0. But when it gets to 4-0, surely you must have to change your strategy, because what he's telling you is that we are leaking goals so much and we are not scoring on the other side. So what do you start by doing? By sorting at least the defense at halftime if possible. Yeah, because our defense was shambolic, our defense was all over the place. Sometimes you have 2 defenders left behind and they were being overrun by the Ugandan strikers all over the place, and this is how goals came. On the other side, we were not scoring. There were no chances at all for our Kenyan team to score. Yeah. The other thing is this: when you see that Uganda is overrunning us, so first you sort the defense. Second, you make sure that when Uganda has the ball, starting from their goal kick, that we cannot let them go through the center. Why? Because they can split us. Yeah, they can. If we let them come through the center, they can decide to pass the ball to the left or to the right. So what is the best thing should have been, we stop Uganda from penetrating us through the center. We make our strikers and center mid to hold it tight, yeah, along this at the center, so that we force the Uganda team all the time to start attacking us from the right or left. As soon as they start attacking from left wing or right wing, we now cage them on the wing. So they have no way to go forward, they have no way to go to the the other wing, and they have no way to go through the center. But the way we keep letting them attack through the center, they have so many choices. They can go through the center, they can switch to the left and switch to the right. So number one, we should have sorted our defense, make it tight, make it the four defenders there. They should be right and tight and close to each other. Yeah, near the box. Yeah. And if we even have to make 5 defenders so that we can at least defend, we could even have sorted our system so we have 5 defenders and the rest are midfielders, and attacking. Yeah, switch our system to a 4-3-2 so that at least we have 5 defenders, so that we stop leaking goals. At least even if we are not scoring, we can sort one problem. So I still go back to what I said in technicalities. I want to criticize the coaches who watched 5 goals coming in, and we had no way to sort our team. We had no way to respond to Uganda. That was wrong. That is a serious beating. But I'm not going to blame the boys who played there. I salute them, yeah, for doing what they did, for appearing in that pitch, and for doing their best. No player goes inside the pitch hoping to lose or wishing to lose. They did their best, but the problem has been the nurturing of our youth team. And this idea of going to scout over 11 players at the grassroots just a week before an international tournament, because the team had no chemistry. You could tell the team had no pattern of play. You could tell the team did not know who is running forward, who is running backward, who is staying on the defense, you saw. In one goal, I saw there was 1 defender overrun by 3 Ugandan strikers. How on earth do you have a team where you only have 1 defender who was a center back left alone? The other 3, they were far away, upfield, and they were overrun, and they could not pace. Yeah, they could not cope with the pace of the Ugandan players. So that Kenyan defense is number 1 what let us down. We need our coach to organize that defense, that it is tight. They know what they are doing. They go in a pattern when they are defending. They are covering at the same time defending. This idea they are running over the places, and with just 1 pass, Uganda keep splitting us, is wrong. But this comes down to the team chemistry, the organization of the defense, and the way we attack. I want to give again this Kenyan team. I want to give the coaches advice pro bono. When we started losing and it was 3-0. Again, the other thing we should have done now is power play. Use long ball so that the keeper can send the ball all the way past halfway huko, so we can go to attack and we reduce pressure we reduce pressure from our defenders, and then we just scramble for the ball right in the Ugandans box huko mbele. So if we could have done that so that we have less threat coming to our place, so we have more players going forward, and the keeper just outplay the midfield by sending a high ball. Yeah, but this is not a good way to play football. But when you realize you are losing, you now have to be inventive, that you even have to send a long ball and we scramble for it ahead. At least it is out of danger. But starting play from the back, the way we don't play that style, it is a dangerous style for players who have no chemistry and who have not practiced this. But I am saying 5-0 beating from this team that has been nurtured from 2017 as under 14. We have been told that this team has been in Barcelona beating, Barcelona beating Real Madrid. It is all on the news. So FKF wamekuwa wakidanganya Wakenya. There is no team there. Wakenya wenzangu, let us fight for a football liberation. Let us fight for a chance that the boy who is in Nairobi has the same chance as the boy in Baringo in matters of young players, youth players playing football in Kenya. This idea of cherry picking and putting 16 boys in Nairobi, and we are told for the next 7 years they will take us to the World Cup. FKF, stop lying to Kenyans. Now we are not going to get anywhere near the World Cup. Even AFCON, the next AFCON, we are not going to be there, and we are not sure when we will ever as a country be in AFCON again. Yeah? You saw the idea of how we were eliminated from CHAN by Tanzania. We were eliminated from CECAFA by Eritrea. Wakenya wenzangu, wacheni kudanganywa na FKF. They have failed in regard to nurturing young players and in matters of dealing with youth players in the country. A luta continua. The war is on until our football is finally liberated in every town, every village, every county. I live in peace. I'm gone.